morning. It is Sunday, June 14th, 2026. And I am officially done with my first tour. It's very bittersweet. It snuck up on me. It did. I've been, over this last year-ish, year and 3 months or whatever, I've been collecting all of my my paychecks from my gigs, and I have a bunch of little notes, friends when I'm doing gigs, when I do karaoke at the Hitch and Post. Sometimes people they write down the song that they want to sing and they put their name by it on a little napkin. They bring it over and they set it down. I've saved all that stuff from this entire first tour, and I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I was doing a tour because I'd never done one before. But yeah, my first outing, play music for as long as you can and make your living until you got to do something else. I guess that's what I'm defining as my first tour. And I just recently had to take a full-time job so that I can kind of revamp my nest egg and improve my living situation here in the van a little more, and build up some more savings so that I can plan my next tour. This is how you do it. This is how it's done, I guess. You go out and you play music for as long as you can, and then you have to go back to normality, get a job and make some money, because music doesn't pay unless you're sitting on top of the billboards with everyone screaming your name. Man. But it was it's a really good experience. I'll tell you, I was just thinking about it last night. So I've been doing 3-hour gigs now for the last year, and I've easily booked well over 100 gigs. So I went from having next to no experience playing in front of an actual audience, especially a bar crowd, to having now easily over 300 hours of experience. And I'll tell you, it's really, really made a difference. Suddenly realizing last night was my last gig of the tour, I got nervous before the show, but other than slight butterflies, and it's generally if I don't feel like I've sang enough in the week leading up to my next gig, that's generally the only thing that makes me nervous. But yeah, I got a little nervous last night, and but the thing is that doesn't really happen anymore, and the pressure that I used to put on myself to quote unquote perform is nearly gone, and that's fantastic and fascinating to me. I remember, I'll see if I can link the video in the description. I might have already brought this up in a different vlog, honestly, but I was thinking about this advice that I got from a YouTube video from an acting coach, John Windsor Cunningham. And it's funny, the acting class that I took, Brooke Topman's acting classes in Portland, if you want to check it out, I was in there for 2 solid years, and it taught me so much. So much. The principles of acting, principles in general, principles of knowledge are transferable generally. The principle behind the knowledge. And I learned so much in that class that I was able to take back out and apply to real life. that has just made my life so much more fuller and helped me understand things in such a larger way. I said it before, but I highly recommend that everyone take an acting class, honestly, and try to remember what it feels like to play, because that's what life's all about. And especially if you're trying to do something artistic, it's all about play. And that's the experience that I've been able to transfer and evolve for myself playing in front of people, is that I don't really get nervous anymore, because I understand that there is no performance that I need to give. And that's the advice that John Windsor Cunningham gives in that video. And he prefixes it with, if you're ready to understand this right now, then great. And if you're not, maybe it'll suddenly make sense to you at a later date. This will come back into your mind and you'll go, oh, and that's great too. And when I first heard it, I thought I understood it. And it just, my understanding evolves in life, and my understanding of that piece of advice evolves. And I was saying it to myself last night, knowing that it was my last gig of the tour, and I was starting to get a little nervous. And I reminded myself, Sam, there is no performance that you need to give at all. You have already led your life to this moment, and you're already prepared and ready to go. You are the whole bloody thing, as John would say. You don't need to perform. You just need to play. And that's what I learned in Brooke's acting class. Play. And when you can find that space, the space of play, make that your flow state zone, because that's what that zone, the flow state is. It's when you remember how to play and you just completely immerse yourself in it. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is. And I'm so happy to be where I'm at right now. I still have so far to go. I still have so much to learn. Like, I mean, call it what you will, showmanship, and making sure that if I want to bring a lot of energy to a certain number, finding little ways to do that. I still have so much to learn, but what a great space I feel to be in at the end of my first tour. And it is bittersweet. It really is. Thankfully, the job that I have, I'm pretty happy about right now. And I'm painting, and something I know, something I can do well. And of course, it's not going to last forever. Nothing does. But at least for the time being, it will allow me, like I said, to improve my living situation and build up some savings so that I can plan tour number 2. Yeah. I'm excited to make a collage. That's why I brought up all the paychecks and all the little napkins and trinkets and things that I've saved from the first tour, and I'm going to make a collage at some point in time when I have a space to do. I'm going to turn it into an art piece. All the paychecks, and like over this last year, I've stayed with my mom and dad in Hilton resorts, because they're timeshare owners, right? And family events and different things, birthdays and whatnot. And so I go and I stay with them, and I have all the little Hilton cards, and I have dates and the reason for the card, like, on all of them. So that with the paychecks and the napkins and the Hiltons, like, yeah, I'm gonna make a big artwork collage of the first year, first tour. It should be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that at some point. Oh, and wristbands from concerts that I've been to this time. Maybe I'll put those in there too. I don't know. It's funny. My new manager, boss, whatever you want to call him, his name's Mike. He asked me the other day, do I have any goals? You know, what do I want to do with my life? And I said, I don't know. And that's the truth. I don't know. I really don't. Even now, still, like, yeah, I'm just over here doing my thing, trying to have a good time. That's it, I guess. So, yeah. Do I have any other updates? Anything else going on in my life I want to share with you guys? Summertime's coming. It's hot. I'm sitting in the shade under a tree in North Plains that I'm hoping will provide me with good shade for the next few hours, because it's going to be in the upper 80s this afternoon. Summer's coming, baby. Yes, yes, yes. So, all right, guys. Well, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me rant about my life. And, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.